So inspiration, that's basically why we are all here, is to be inspired. I think humans, we're built in a certain way that we need inspiration. We even have inspirational posters. You probably have some in your classroom. If not, ask your teacher for some, because you need some. Because a lot of the times we need that extra push to get us to achieve our goals. So that's what we're talking about today, inspiring others. So let's first ask the question, why inspire others? Why do we inspire others? Guys, think about it. What if we lived in a world where nobody inspired anybody? Be kind of boring, right? Would we even achieve as much? Would we be able to do as much? Think about Michael Phelps. You guys know who Michael Phelps is? He's the most decorated American Olympian in history. And he's coached by a guy that you probably don't know, but his name is Bob Bowman. And Bob Bowman, his job is to push Michael Phelps harder and longer than anybody else. Bowman famously states, his quote is, "I can't make him do it." So when you're inspiring somebody, you can't make somebody be inspired or to achieve. Really, all we can do is push and hope. And that's what inspiration is all about. So if nobody inspired others, would we achieve as much? Probably not. Would we reach our potential as humans? Probably not. Think about nature. Humans are like the only living thing that need inspiration. Think about animals, think about plants. They don't need inspiration. If there's a plant at your house and you read inspiring poems to it, it doesn't make it any taller. What a plant does is it grows to the capacity of the container that it's in. It doesn't have to be told to do that. Humans, we need that push. So inspiration is necessary for greatness. We need to inspire each other in order for us to be great. So inspiration, again, is just that extra push that we need to achieve our goals. Because there's something that you guys need to understand, is that people are watching you. Like right now, I'm watching all of you. Yeah, it's creepy. But here's what I mean. People are watching you for inspiration. As a human being, we are meant to live in a community, and we always look to other people to inspire ourselves. And you could be that person for somebody else, and somebody else could be that for you. Think about throughout history. Maybe you've learned about guys called Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates. That's a line of people that Aristotle learned from Plato, Plato learned from Socrates. So he looked to them for inspiration. What about LeBron James? Who did LeBron James watch growing up? Michael Jordan. About Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to the Super Bowl again. He grew up watching a guy named Joe Montana. Ariana Grande. She grew up listening to Whitney Houston. The list goes on and on and on. But guys, we need to learn how to inspire. Because when we do, we make each other better. So you can't inspire somebody unless you're being inspired. This is the first step to learning how to inspire somebody. You have to be inspired. You can look to people in your faith community, your historical leaders, your family, everyday people, even fictional characters can inspire you. And here's something that you need to understand, and it's going to sound really lame when I say it, but you need to read. You need to read. Statistically, college graduates, after they graduate from college, they stop reading. They won't read another book in their life. That's like 90% of college graduates. And that's sad because we literally are here in history at a point where we can look back upon thousands of years of inspiration and knowledge. And so if we're just thinking about, no, I just live in the here and now, without looking at the past, then we're not setting ourselves up to inspire others in the right way. So for you guys, there are some practical things that you can do. Number one, you have to track your progress. There's some way that you need to learn how to keep track of how you're being inspired and how to inspire others. You know, we're a society that's fascinated with change and progress. There's a bunch of weight loss shows. There's a bunch of health, fitness things you can follow on Instagram and Snapchat. We look at shows like What Not to Wear and Fixer Upper, and those are fun shows to watch because we are fascinated with transformation. And people could be looking for your transformation to inspire them. We need that extra push, that extra motivation. So a great idea for you is to maybe keep a journal, keep a track of your progress in whatever you're trying to achieve, or any great ideas that you have, just to write them down. There are a lot of great inventions that happened because somebody dreamed about it and they wrote it down. The sewing machine, that was a dream. Einstein's theory of relativity, that was a dream first. The movie The Terminator, that was a dream. Yeah. Harry Potter, that was a dream. So look how much those things changed our world. If people weren't writing those things down, we probably wouldn't have them today. So here's where the ball is in your guys' court. You guys come here every single week to be inspired. But if you're not recording it down, if you're not remembering, if you're not meditating on at least one thing that we talk about, then the inspiration is for nothing. We're called to inspire others. So for you, maybe you want to carry around a journal. There's also a great app called Evernote. It has a picture of an elephant on it. It's a great way to keep track of digital notes, so you can keep track of that. So what I leave you with is we want you to stretch yourself like a rubber band. Get out of your comfort zone. There's a guy named John C. Maxwell. He says this: your growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you want to go. So when we stop stretching ourselves, that's when we become dissatisfied, depressed, we feel purposeless. Dissatisfaction comes from not stretching yourself. And so you need to be like a rubber band. A rubber band can be used for a lot of things. It can be used for a hair tie, a grip on hard to grip lids. You can seal small leaks in a hose. There's lots of ways that you can use a rubber band, but every single way that it's used, it has to be stretched. So in the same way, in your life, you can do a lot of different things. We're called to a lot of different areas in our life. But unless we're being stretched, we will not be effective. So you can't help others be all they can be unless you are stretching yourself to be all you can be. Peace out.